Germany behind you.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's part of life, part of sports. It's nice when you have a lot of success, but unfortunately, you always join to that some difficult moment, and that definitely one was like that in Germany. A very bad one. I think we discussed together already a bit about it this morning. I I was not so strong this summer. I let myself disturb too much by some talking about the future of our sport, and definitely, that made me weaker, and I was not focused enough on what I have to do and on the present, but I made a work on it, and now I left it behind me, and I concentrate on what happened now, and you can count on me to be back 100% this weekend. And I have to say, I cannot say that it was not a good news for me, but in the same time, I immediately was thinking about the team and was, because I was disappointed for them. They made a lot of effort to be successful at home, and they deserve to get this victory. But because of my mistake and Yari's mistake, we didn't reach it, and at least we have a target for next year again, and hopefully we'll not do it 3 years in a row. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, before Germany, we had an incredible success series with 12 victories in a row. It was really fantastic, and thanks to that, we are very close to the manufacturer title. It should happen this weekend. If it's not now, it will be in the next one. But we will need quite a bad weekend again to miss it this weekend. And on the driver's side point of view, it's also decided it will be a Volkswagen driver champion, but that's a good news for the team. But if I think about myself, I want to be the champion, and I will not be really happy if one of my colleagues took it to me. So it's nice to be here back in Australia, where I have such a nice memory from last year. It was a fantastic rally for me. The situation is of course a bit different as I start first, but I mean, I don't think too much about it. I would give the best out of it of day one and see what I can do. I feel the pressure. How can I say? It's not really. I think he's stronger. Definitely, he's on a very good rhythm at the moment. In the same time, the mistake from Germany is also gave me some room, and of course, without this one, it will be close now, and the situation will be a bit more with pressure. But like it is now, I still have a good margin in the championship. I have still all the cards in my hand to defend my title, so I should stay relaxed with that.
Yeah, it's it's how I hoped and dreamt it would be like. This is my first full season in a World Rally Car, and for sure, you're going to go through some difficult moments at the beginning when you're trying to find your feet and learn the car and learn the team, and when you're going to new rallies, which a lot of the rallies in the first half of the season were new to me. So it's quite difficult when you're so competitive that you want to be competitive when you're doing a rally for the first time. Sometimes you can make a mistake. And I hope that when I got to mid-season and when I started to go back to events that I've done before, I could be more familiar and use the experience. And it seems to be the case, since Poland was really quite a strong performance for me. The result wasn't there because we made a small mistake and we got a puncture. But from Poland onwards, Finland and Germany, from a performance point of view, was very, very good. So I hope to continue that trend. Okay, we all like to be competitive, and we all think we would like to win one day. And of course, I'm no different. But I think I have to concentrate on my own performance. Here last year, it was a one-off opportunity, and I probably took on too much pressure, and I was quite fast at the beginning, but I hadn't the stamina to do it for the full weekend, and I think that was lack of match practice. So I'm 1 year on now and a year experience under my belt. I think I'm a lot more prepared to sustain my speed over a full weekend, and we'll see what happens. I don't want to set myself a target. If I do a perfect rally and it's 5th place, I have to accept that, and I'll continue to try to be as perfect as I can behind the wheel, and hopefully my speed's good enough to be close. Yeah, it's rallying. We're racing against the road in front of us and against the stopwatch. We're not in theory we're not racing with anybody, you know. So if we concentrate on our own game, and the stopwatch will take care of the results, we can't. I can't affect what any of the other drivers do, so I have to keep my mind on my own job. The Nambucca, I think, is 50 kilometers. That for me is incredible stage. Even I haven't done New Zealand, but for me it looks like what I've seen New Zealand. So I'm really looking forward to that one. The other stages are quite a lot in the forest. Technically very difficult because the colour of the road and the colour of the trees is pretty much the same, and it's very hard to pick out the road. And then you have the sunlight coming through the trees and some dust there from the cars before. It makes it a big challenge to even see the road at times. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky rally. And you know, normally in a rally, if we make a little mistake and you run 1 meter wide, you go into a ditch or something. Here, it's a tree. So yeah, it's a different rally in that respect. So we have to be very careful. But the stages are very, very nice. But a small mistake will be penalised heavily.
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, great to be back and just really keen to get the event started. There's been a lot of build up for me in Australia, obviously, and it's good to be back in a World Rally Car. It's been a little while, and just looking forward to the event, getting going and trying to get into my own rhythm. Yeah, not a lot. So yeah, of course there's a big gap, and these guys have been out there fighting. But really, I don't really want to worry about that, nor make any excuses. I just want to get on with my job and try and do the best job I can do. It's a bit like what Chris said. You drive your own race, and if you drive to the best of your ability all weekend, that's what you can do. And if the other guys are faster, then that's life. So I've just got to take on the situation that I've been handed and go with it. Obviously, the team's improving a lot, and the car's improving a lot over the year, and we're still in a development phase. So the win was a bit of a surprise, and obviously you're going to take that if it comes. But we're still realistic, and the team's also in a good position manufacturer-wise in the points. So we have to be a bit smart as well. Yeah, it's awesome to be part of the build-up from the start. One of the first guys to drive the car, and then to be at the point pretty much 12 months later, and it's winning events. So yeah, impressive from the team's point of view. Obviously, Volkswagen did a great job through their build-up as well. But to start a new team from scratch with nothing, and then come and win an event basically a bit over 12 months is full hats off to the team, and everyone's been working really hard. So there's still a lot more to come, and always going to improve. Yeah, once again, it's at this level, it's the details, it's all the small improvements, and adjusting it to each surface, understanding what works, what doesn't work with the car, and you fine tune that over the time and understand all the different conditions. So there's been some big steps in some areas without going into details, and other areas we still need to improve, but that's normal. We all have targets and we all have dreams. Yeah. The first time I did Rally Australia was 11 years ago, 10 years ago or something. Yeah. So and when we led the event from the start, I'd love to do that, but I think that's probably a little bit unrealistic, and we've got a lot of fast guys here, and the level of the championship at the moment is very high. So as semi part timer, if I can be on the pace with some of the guys that are there week in, week out, then I'll be happy. And then I've got to build my speed over the weekend. I've never done these stages, so we had to write new pace notes. But once again, no excuses. We can write good pace notes, and we can drive flat out on them. So that's what we're going to do. I'd love to be full time again, but I guess a lot depends on this weekend and doing a good job. So just got to pull my finger out. No pressure.
Thanks for that.